What's up, y'all? It's Maria again, and welcome back to my channel. This is a very deep topic to talk about, so before we get into the seriousness of it, I just want to let you guys know if there's ever times where my videos seem off sequence or like out of sequence. For example, there seems to be a video that I must have filmed before another, yet it's up after that one, you know what I mean? I just want to let you guys know, like, my way of uploading videos is not necessarily like by sequence. If I film something first, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be uploaded first before everything else. I just kind of wanted to throw that out there because just like you guys saw with my braids, not all videos that I've had with my braids are up. And I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that too, because I'm also going to the Dominican Republic. If you guys follow my Instagram, you guys might already know that, but I'm going there in a week's time, at the time that I'm filming this. And sometimes I'm whiter, obviously because I live in Canada, but if I go to the Dominican Republic and I film videos there and I come back more tan, and then all of a sudden a couple weeks later, like the video that you guys see is me being back here. Again, I don't always upload videos by sequence, but anyways, I just wanted to kind of throw that out there, and also follow my Instagram because you'll be in tune as to what I'm doing in the Dominican. But anyways, today's video is a serious topic and something going back to the relationship advice that I haven't touched upon actually in a long time. The relationship advice series that I do here on YouTube, it's something that requires a lot of motivation, or like somebody requesting a particular topic from their experience or whatever, because unless asked for, I feel like some information that I put into the world, first of all, is always subjective. There's always multiple opinions on the same topic. Not everybody agrees with everything. Second, everything is context dependent. And third, to be honest, I don't feel like everybody like needs to hear it, but surprisingly enough, a lot of people in 2019 still need like relationship advice, because social media influencing some positives and some negatives, just like back in the day when there was no social media. That's some good things, that's some bad things, you know what I mean? For today's topic, before we're getting into it, I would like to remind you guys that if you guys are a returning subscriber, I appreciate your support so freaking much. You don't even understand. I wish I could just kiss you and give you a hug and all the cookies in the world through this camera, but I can't. But if you guys are new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. The button is just down here. Turn it from red to white and you'll be updated as to every time I upload a video. And yeah, I'm fun, I'd like to say, and I give advice and I give all these good things on the internet. I would suppose that they're good because some of y'all continuously watch. I would appreciate if you guys join a little family that we have here on YouTube. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So today I kind of want to touch upon people who are constantly on their boyfriend or their girlfriend's asses. And I don't mean being on their ass because you need to. I'm talking about being on their ass when they give you no reason for you to be on them. And I feel like this is something that not only I went through, being the person who was constantly controlled, but it's something that a lot of people go through, and it's the basis, I feel like, of a lot of toxic, abusive, just simply bad relationships. Obviously there's different levels of being in a bad relationship, but I feel like the most severe ones would be when there's verbal, emotional, psychological, and physical abuse. You don't have to be in a physically abusive relationship in order to feel the effects of psychological trauma. I, as a testimony of that, can definitely testify that, you know, it sticks by you for many years. I experienced not physical abuse or anything in my relationship that I had in high school that I've talked about before in this channel, but you know, one day I'll get into detail of it, like maybe a story time or something, when I feel like a lot of people might benefit from it. But if not, I'll just keep it like little perks here and there of hearing what happened to me in high school. If you guys are interested in hearing like specific details as to what happened to me in high school and what kind of relationship I was a part of and stuff, definitely either like this video or comment down below something that you would want me to talk about relevant to the relationship advice series and my particular experience. But anyways, to experience psychological trauma or just trauma in general, you don't have to go through physical abuse. And anyways, I feel like a lot of these toxic relationships are based on a lack of control from one party, and so they try to control the other person, shaping them into some way or another how they want them to be. I just want to say, if you're the type of person who wants to be in control of everything in your life, that's cool. Do your chores when you want to, eat whatever foods you want to, when you want to, at whatever time you want to, in whatever proportions you want to, and watch whatever TV shows, do whatever hobbies you want. But when it comes to other people, you can't control other people's lives, and you definitely cannot control their personalities. You cannot control who they talk to, because let me just break this to you, you're no one's parent. And specifically I said parent because you are in charge of your children until they're like 18 and stuff. And even if you're a Hispanic parent, for example, you can control your kids until literally they leave the house. But unless you have a child, you don't control anybody's life, especially a significant other, a friend, or whatever. But clearly this is relationship advice, romantic relationship advice. So I'm going to talk about a boyfriend and a girlfriend scenario. If you don't trust what your boyfriend is doing, or you don't trust who your girlfriend talks to and all those things, whatever gender it is that you are concerned about that your girlfriend or your boyfriend is talking to, that's out of your control. I just want to say, like, if somebody wants to cheat on you, they will. No matter how controlling you are to them, people will cheat on you if they want to. People will be unfaithful to you if they want to. People will lie to you if they want to. And I get that that's when you would start being concerned, if you start getting hints that people are doing this to you, or that your significant other who supposedly loves you and wouldn't ever hurt you is hurting you. I get that that's when jealousy can pop up, and that's when a little bit of control can pop up. I get that it's difficult leaving a relationship where you shouldn't be in, especially when you have so many good memories from before, but it's your responsibility to try to get out of a relationship which you think you are not benefiting from, and the person is clearly just using you, whether it's for money, whether it's for sex, whether it's for other goods. You choosing to control somebody who is not giving you a reason to be controlling, kind of like I was in high school. I did not give my boyfriend at the time any reason to doubt me or the relationship or the feelings that I had for him. If you are controlling that person who is giving you absolutely nothing to worry about, let me just put this out there in the world, and this may be hard for some of y'all to take in, and some of you may have heard this if you're this type of person already. Those insecurities that you have towards your partner or towards your partner's friends, colleagues, whatever that you're worried about, those stem from within. Something within you is telling you that something isn't right, and you're insecure about something related to the relationship, but it's not because of your boyfriend and it's not because of your girlfriend. It's because something within you is stemming in either anger or fear or doubt or whatever it is, and that's what's making you manifest in such a controlling way to your boyfriend or your girlfriend. But like I said before, if your boyfriend or your girlfriend really loved you or really cared about you, really seemed to care about you and did not want to hurt you whatsoever, this person isn't going to. And if they really want to cheat on you, no matter how controlling you are of them, they will cheat. I'm just using cheat as the most basic example because it's easier to picture, but whether it's a lie, whether it's hiding texts, whether it's, you know, doing something behind your back or whatever, but cheating is what people mostly have up here. So, you know, if they really want to do that, they will. Them cheating on you has nothing to do with you. If they were to cheat on you, what can you do? Cry about it? Yes. Be hurt about it? Yes. Learn from it? Of course. But you can't do anything about somebody who cheats on you. You know what I mean? If I were to be with somebody right now and they were to cheat on me, sure it hurts, sure it kind of sucks to hear that somebody who you cared for and were invested in emotionally and all those things, if they hurt you, it kind of sucks to hear. However, what am I going to do with it? That's them messing up on their part and not caring about me enough. Nothing in me is my responsibility that they didn't care about me enough. The ultimate choice of them cheating is on them. I cannot control somebody's emotions. I cannot control somebody's actions, of course. So if they choose to let a third party into our relationship, that third party nor I have anything to do with that person's choice of cheating. If that third party were to be my friend, that's different. But if that third party has no idea of my existence, kind of like how most hookups or like one night stands are or whatever, how am I responsible? No matter how controlling I am, that person chose to cheat on me no matter what. And if this person isn't doing any of those things, why am I being so controlling? Sure, you want to prevent something that may have hurt you in the past from happening again in the future. But if this person is giving you no reason, to be honest, you're just taking away at their peace. You're taking away at who you chose to be with in the first place. Especially when people try to control friendships that existed before you even were in a relationship with this person. Let me just remind you, and this may suck to hear, but this person had a life before you, and they can definitely have a life without you. Hear that again, and if you need to replay it, like, feel free to. I mean, there is a free rewind button. There's no extra charge for going over time. This person had a life before you, and they can easily have a life without you. I had so many friends who I had to give up talking to in high school because this boyfriend of mine was insecure that men were gonna try to take me away from him. But first of all, one, that's my choice of letting them in. And 2, if they're not giving you any reason to doubt, and I'm not giving you any reason to doubt, why are you gonna break a friendship of like, let's say 12 years because of you being insecure of a relationship that has lasted 6 months? If I've had a friend for over 10 years and you're trying to break that friendship because you're insecure in what I'm doing or what he's gonna try to do to me and all those things after just dating for 6 months, I'm sorry. Red flag. I don't want to deal with you, boy. Like, we'll have a talk later, but I'm not having that. Insecurities in relationships, when they manifest in controlling the other person, are rooted within the person who is controlling the other. I cannot stress this enough. The person who is being controlled, you're just gonna take away their peace. You're gonna take away your happy moments because you're too concerned about when you're not with them, when you're not on their phone with them, if you don't have their phone so they don't touch it and stuff like that. Like, if you're not calling them 24/7, it's not healthy. It's not healthy for them, and it's definitely not healthy for the relationship or yourself. If you're this person, please try to understand the concept of trust, but that can only come after you learn to deal with your insecurities. There's a void within you that's trying to get filled with something, and you clearly can't provide it right away unless you do some learning and some growing and some development of yourself. So you're just trying to control other people's lives. That's not cool. You can control everything else in your life that you want to, but other people have their own lives and you should respect it, because obviously they had a life before you. Respect how they were and how they are, because you accepted to be in a relationship with somebody. You're not just gonna suddenly change them. Why would you? Go date somebody else. Relationships should add to you. If anything, they should keep you the same or add positive things to you. They shouldn't take away the good things, and they definitely shouldn't add negative things. And if they do add negative things, it should be something that is overcome and something that it's grown from afterwards and developed together to grow together as a couple and as individuals as well within a couple. If the person who you are dating is controlling you in some way or another, and taking away either your peace or the hobbies that you like doing or the people that you like hanging out with, or simply the things that you enjoy doing, even if it's just being by yourself, you know, really consider the fact that this person is more adding negatives or taking away positives than doing the opposite. You are worth so much more than somebody who takes away someone who you are. If somebody who you're dating is taking away negatives like lack of patience, like aggression and stuff like that, obviously that's a good thing. But overall, if people are trying to change you in more detrimental ways, I can't stress this enough. You need to go do some soul searching, and deep within you, you have to find and understand the reasoning behind as to why you are with this person. Because if it's just out of good memories, I'm sorry, sometimes love isn't enough. In high school, I didn't feel love for this person at the time. Of course, you think that you do, but love isn't enough to keep a relationship going just because. If there's more cons to pros, if there's more sadness than happiness, if there's more tears than smiles, who are you really serving? Definitely not yourself. And the other person is just trying to use you in order to fill some void in their heart. They have to fill that void for themselves, with themselves, and some growth and maturity. You can't do that for other people. You cannot change people's emotions. Just like they can control yours, you can't control how they're feeling. If they're feeling insecure about your relationship with them, if they're feeling angry, you can't control all those things. What you can do, you can control your own thoughts and your own actions and your own words. Try to see the goodness that you are and see if you deserve better, because those type of relationships don't last, mainly because, well, they can last, to be honest. A lot of people unfortunately have very toxic relationships that last for a very long time, but the goodness of the relationship does not last. And just try to see that you're worth so much more. And I just, it breaks my heart to see that it still happens nowadays. But if you're this person who controls other people, understand that you need to really develop some maturity and understand that people had a life before you. They can easily live without you. And if you're the person who is being controlled by somebody when you are giving them absolutely no reason to, try to figure out a way to talk to this person and tell them how you feel, and try to change some things in the relationship, obviously. But if you can't do that because they are just super stubborn or hard-headed, really consider the thought of you leaving this person, no matter how many other benefits you get from this relationship, because it's not worth taking away your peace and your happiness, your time, something that you can never get back, for somebody who's so insecure in the relationship. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it somewhat helpful. If you are either one of these parties that I spoke about, I really hope that I changed your way of thinking in some way or another, hopefully in the more positive manner. If you like this video and you think somebody else can benefit from it, definitely like this video, share it with your friends, share it on your social media and everything, because I feel like a lot of people still undergo toxic relationships, especially the abusive ones, whether it's verbal or emotional or physical or a combination. I just feel like it's so sad that people still can't get the idea of just living in peace with other people and living happily with other people without taking away anything positive from them, especially if you chose to be in this person's life. Because family, we can't necessarily help, but we can obviously help how we are treated within those circles. But somebody who was not in your life before and you chose to be a part of their life, I hope that people one day can make both parties and each other and themselves happy within the relationship, you know what I mean? I'm rambling now, so it's just a topic that I get really passionate about because of obviously my experience in it. But once again, guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you like my content, my personality, my makeup, because it's super lit today, or whatever it is that you like about my channel, make sure to subscribe. The button's just down there. Once again, turn it from red to white and you'll be updated as to every time that I upload a video. And yeah, if you have any other further suggestions that you guys want me to talk about, whether it's relationship advice, body modification topics, or anything under the rainbow of topics that I touch upon, leave them down below as a comment. I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. And yeah, again, follow my socials if you guys like what I do. There's some other things that I obviously post about on social media that are a little bit more everyday, relatable kind of thing, you know? Guys, thank you so much for your support. I love you guys so much, and until next time, keep up the awesome, never change, and I'll see you guys next time. Dios me lo bendiga, and Maria Victoria out.